Rivers of Confluence is an explosive, violent, seafaring tale. This episode's content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello, and welcome to Rivers of Confluence, a loose Dungeons & Dragons real play podcast about 5 lost souls, each trying to find their place in the world of Alinar. I am Jay Keller, your Dungeon Master, and for this campaign with me, I have...
Hi, I'm Amanda Ranallo, and I play Myrna. She's an artificer who is a crafty small folk who's always dreaming up their next invention. And a fun fact about Myrna is that she can speak to birds. They might not understand her, but they definitely peek their head up and they go, "What's that sound?" Not the best one that I've done.
God, it was so good before we pressed record.
Let me try again.
There we go.
There's a bird.
There we go.
That one
went
crazy.
There's a
She's
bird.
learning. She's learning.
Can Myrna understand the birds back?
No.
Oh. A real
She
one-way train.
pretends.
She pretends.
You might think she can, but no.
It's like when you meow at your cat.
Yeah, like, you just say the F word at me.
You'll have to roll investigation to find out if she can understand.
There you go. Yeah. She'll nod along.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Gabriel Montgomery. I am playing Alistair Keep, aka the Gravekeeper. He is a seemingly morbid Goliath warlock who always keeps his trusty shovel and his lantern on hand. And a fun fact about him is that he is a sort of connoisseur of all types of dirt, sort of nerd for it, if you would. And this actually led him down a rabbit hole earlier in his life that introduced him to pottery and working with clay. So,
Does he have a favorite kind of dirt? Or is it
yes,
clay?
yes, that would be silty.
Silty.
And it's
A
like
nice
kind
top-
of
a nice
it's kind
top
of like
layer.
the next step up in terms of like being drier. So it's just like a little bit drier than clay. So the reason he kind of stopped working with clay is because he started to favor silty dirt and he started trying to make pottery with silty dirt and it didn't go very well. Yeah.
It's weird that Gabriel also knows this much about dirt.
Yes, I may have done my research.
Called a character study?
I only know this because Alistair knows it, so.
You sure?
Hi, friends. My name is Jeremy Cox. I am playing Orpheus Hornraven. He's the reserved half-elf druid who's questing for truth. Orpheus's little fun fact of the day is he's really good at one-armed handstands. Even more fun is that it's particularly his left arm, even though we're both right-handed.
Wow. Brag about it. Come on. Just Orpheus over here flexing on all of us.
Can he not do them on his right hand?
He can, but he's more balanced on his left. Neither one of us really knows why. It's just like one of those things, you know? Like
He's got a magic power in his left
there's
hand.
like no words for it. I don't know if he just likes to like wave a nay-nay with his right hand or something.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. You're
Yeah.
upside down with your left hand, so you can use your right hand for other tasks.
Yeah,
of course.
like writing or sword fighting. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
Too much
casual
sword fighting on
things.
your left hand.
Hello. My name is Max Volpert, and I am playing Captain Seraphina Driftthorn, but that's Sable to you. Sable is a half-tiefling, half-sea-elf barbarian and a fearsome pirate braving the seas with a mighty cruel one. And that one is herself. A fun fact about Sable is that she thinks goldfish are freaks.
They're freaks.
Freaks. She hates them.
Is there a reason?
Just
Wait,
something
why?
about it.
She's not really fond of any freshwater fish. Like, what's your deal? Live in the ocean? But like goldfish particularly, like, they're just freaks. The way their eyes look,
Look at you like that.
the color.
Is it because they're like gold, but they're not they're goldfish, but they're not like gold.
Yeah, they're like not even worth anything.
They're not worth
Like, what are they for?
There's no market.
Not even worth stealing them.
Like, no, it's like I can't resell them. I can't really eat them. Like,
You got no
can't even.
meat
They're gonna
the
choke
bone.
on the salt in the ocean. Pathetic freaks.
You know what? You put up a good point. Good point. Kind of on Sable's side with this now.
Hi, my name is Mitchell Maguire, and I will be playing Bonzo. Bonzo is a submissive, retired performer. He is also a pan-troglodyte, which you can look that up now or you'll find out later. And Bonzo is a shell of what he once was. But perhaps there's still some fight in him left because his class is a barbarian. And a fun fact about Bonzo is his favorite song is Creep by Messenger Head.
Creep by Messenger Head. Anthem of the subs.
It's a classic.
I don't think we're ever going to be able to get through your intro without laughing at submissive.
I like how that's the first word to describe Bonzo.
He's submissive.
I guess we'll learn more about that.
Yeah.
Hopefully pretty quickly.
All right. And without further ado, let's get into it. It is the year 875, in the second age of Awenor. And as the final days of autumn come to a close, with it comes a sense of unease across the lands. It's been 54 years since the War of Unification, and since then, the Silsarian Empire has ruled over the known world. Delicate treaties and trade tether the island of Silsara with its vassal nations, Corrid and the Lochram Islands. However, as the memories of war fade to history, ideas such as freedom, rebellion, even revenge spreads among the disenfranchised citizens of the Empire. Factions across Awenor, each with a vested interest in molding its future, form alliances, hatch schemes, each waiting for an opportunity to mold this land's future. The night is the kind of night you so long for in Awenor. A pleasant breeze wisps its way across Kiir Salath, a bit cold, but not unexpected for these fall nights. The sounds of laughter and music ring out, beckoning in the gathering crowd. However, all is second to the view above. It is a clear night, and so shines a million stars, filling the sky above and bathing below in a hushed light. A perfect, beautiful night. The gentle fluttering of wind reminds you of what brought you here, and your stomach rises to your throat. It is the night of the Silsarian Museum of History's auction, the subject of much talk across the waters of the Empire, and attracts visitors of all kinds. And as the congregations of the wealthy make their way up the marble steps to the museum and the music within, two figures ready themselves to make their grand entrance, not only to this auction, but this story. Which two do we see?
You see a very short little lady with a mess of a red curly ponytail, bunch of little baggies hooked onto their belts, little pouches, and a bunch of books on her belt. A crossbow that is way too big for her size, almost going from above her head to her feet, and a fun little bird perched on next to her. And I'm sure the size difference is very great to who she's standing next to.
Yeah, you're going to see Alistair standing next to her, who is a very tall individual. He is a Goliath, so he's sort of just well above anyone else in the line. He's a much ruggeder looking individual than anyone else you're gonna see in this line as well. He's got this like long, dirty black trench coat on. It's nice clothing, but it's definitely seen better days. Yeah, and he's trailing dirt behind him with his boots, and he's got this large like fur cloak on over the trench coat as well. And most of his face is sort of covered with a longer brim hat as well. Yeah, and he's just towering over everyone else. But I don't think he realizes how close they are to the front of the line, despite towering. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are making your way up the steps towards the auction. And as you make your way forward in the line, the stout dwarf kind of checking people in turns to you two and goes, "Invitations, please."
Oh, yes. And Alistair pats himself down and looks at Myrna kind of desperately.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it was you that had the...
Oh, yes. I'm flipping through about 10 different pouches, and I go, "No, I think it was in your bag. It was in your
Hurry
bag."
along now. We have quite the crowd.
Oh,
No. We will find it.
Yeah, sure.
Worry. And Alistair's gonna kind of turn around and pull out a piece of parchment from his bag and try and cast illusory script on it.
Okay, so you're going to have to cast stealth to try to keep that from being seen.
As he's doing that, and I can kind of sense what's happening, I'm going to try to stand really tall to try to see if I can kind of get in between them and go, "Sir, it's such a lovely day today, and we're just, really excited. So we were taking a stroll and, just making really big hand gestures and saying, 'Sorry, we misplaced it, but he's got it.
Okay, so
does that warrant advantage?
It would have if she didn't just already talk about how she was very, very small. So
They're standing really tall.
No, we can retcon that.
So you can roll, but with a normal.
He's small too.
Yeah.
I'm on my tippy toes.
With regular.
15.
15? That is enough. So what's the parchment say?
It is an invitation for one Alistair Keep and one Myrna McPaddlewack Jordan.
Miss Padawack Jordan and a keep, you say?
Yes, that is correct. That is us.
I think I have a clerical error here. I don't see you on the list, but you have an invitation. Let me see.
Ugh.
That must be an issue you need to take it with your higher ups.
Yes. We've come here with an invitation, and we're here to do this, and now you're saying you don't know who we are.
It wouldn't be the first time. Just go on ahead and don't cause any trouble.
Of course.
Of course, yes. Get your list in order.
I'll trail my dirt on inside.
As you enter the museum, you kind of pass the threshold, past the large marble columns that go up to the ceiling. And as you enter the museum, music swells around you as you reach the lobby. You can see that to either side of you, there are entrances to other exhibits that have been sectioned off and labeled closed for the auction. Directly in front of you, there is an upper landing looking over the main hall, and it is flanked by a grand staircase curving slightly downwards. As you reach the balcony part of the top of the staircase, you can see the crowd below seems to be split into two masses. Closest to you, people seem to be gathered around various tables, murmuring and pointing. Colorful lights shine and rotate on the tables, and you can make out that they are illusions, magically projected images of tonight's goods. There is a temporary bar set up below the upper landing, accompanied by hors d'oeuvres. Past the display area, the room swirls round as couples sweep across the dance floor. In the far left corner, you can see that the source of the music is a band that's playing an elegant but warm melody. Furthest from you, you can see several stairs leading up to a podium and an empty display table. It seems like the auction has not quite started, so what would you like to do?
Let's look for some hors d'oeuvres or kind of make our way to the bar,
I like that.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of those hors herbs.
Hors herbs.
Yeah, let's go get some hors herbs, maybe.
I'm very familiar.
I think that would be pretty fun.
So you make your way down the stairs, and you can tell that Everyone around you seems to be clad in finer garbs than yourselves. They seem to be clad in fine linens and rings, jewelry that seems to pop out and catch your eye. And as you make your way to the bar looking for those hors d'oeuvres, you can hear a kind of kerfuffle by the bar, and you see that there, not only is there the kind of slender half-orc bartender, but on the other side of the bar, there is another patron that is not clad in as many fineries as the rest. And you see
Sable. Sable is kind of like I mentioned at the top, half tiefling, half sea elf. So she's got this like icy blue skin and dark blue horns, but this like thick black hair in a long braid down her back. She wears this giant pirate hat with holes like kind of carved out the sides where her horns come through, so it can't quite fall off, but it's quite big, so it like sloshes around her head as she moves. And she's got a giant great axe slung across her back, which is, a bit of an unusual weapon for a pirate. But she's chugging along with it. And then besides that, she's got a lot of, regular pirate garb on, big cargo pants, frilly shirt. And she's sitting at the bar, talking to kind of the bartender and everyone around her. Aye, and me ship was being chased by a whole fleet of goblins, and I just couldn't lose them, but I thought to myself, Sable, you're the best pirate on these seven seas, and I sailed me ship underwater. And they couldn't find me there because they couldn't sail their ships underwater. Because are they the best pirates on these seven seas? I don't think so. Another round, everybody. Another round. I think so.
And you see the half-orc bartender cleaning a mug and just kind of like nodding like, oh yeah, man, that's crazy, But as you two approach, the half-orc looks up and goes, oh, can I get you anything?
Yes, sure. I would take your oldest whiskey that you have.
Coming right up. Would you like any ice?
No, thank you. No ice.
Yeah, you hear it low. And fills up a glass, hands it to you. And for you?
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm just here for some hors herbs, so I'll be good.
I know a thing or two about herbs.
Hors herbs? We do have hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
same thing.
Is that not what she said?
My apologies. And he he hands you a plate with different foods, like on the, like the little toothpick appetizers.
Myrna's just gonna look him up and down, real methodically.
Okay. Are you looking at anything, or are you just trying to like front on him?
Just front him. Just try to correct me.
My sincerest apologies.
Yeah.
Sable sees two new people come to the bar and kind of keys into this conversation, and she's gonna slide down that way and go, Aye, did I hear something about hors herbs? Let me tell you about this time that I was having a raid on a brothel. It was raining acid from the sky. I had docked me ship on the land right outside. Nobody saw it coming. You won't believe how much coin is in a brothel, eh? And the acid can't melt it. It's pure gold. Pure gold, I tell ya. Another round on this sleddy right here.
The whole time Sable is talking, Alistair's just kind of looking around, not sure who's talking, and finally kind of pinpoints Sable and can't see her talking because of her hat from like the angle that he's looking down on her at. And just sees her like waving her arms while she's spouting this madness.
Ooh, acid rain. Where were you? I'd love to get a look at some acid rain. I've never heard of that before.
I just told you I was at a brothel. It was full of gold, and it was raining acid from the sky.
Yeah, but where? In Awenor.
I was in Awenor.
And the bartender kind of taps on your shoulder and pulls you aside, Sable, and goes, I know that you have ordered another round, but I would like to say you have amassed quite a tab here, and I just want to make sure that we do receive...
I never opened a tab.
You have ordered several drinks and several rounds for the other people.
Aye, well, most of them were on that gentleman over there. She's pointing to like a particularly small man on the other side of the bar where she was
Just
originally.
some little rat
Smallest man.
bastard.
Just some little guy over there.
Just a little goblin.
In a suit. She's like, it was on that man over there.
Oh, of course. Let me just go speak to him real quickly. And he makes his way around the bar to go speak to the man to try to see if he can get a little bit of the tab paid off here.
Sable's just gonna call down and be like, "Thanks for the treat, Letty."
The guy turns at you. Make a just general charisma check.
First roll. Second roll.
18.
18. Okay. Because yeah, he's rich, and so you see the bartender go up to the small man, as you said, and you see as there's like a hushed conversation, the small man turns to look at you, and seeing you, he kind of smiles a bit and turns back to the bartender, pulls out a little bit of gold from his pouch, and much like a frat guy at a bar buying a girl drinks, he's gonna pay for the rounds and then turn to you again and kind of wink at you. and do like that like upward head nod. Hey.
Sable's gonna go, "Aye, have some dignity, all right?" And then turn back around.
The rest of you can see that he kind of stands a little straighter, just as calm. Like, yeah.
That's very sweet of that individual to be paying for your alcohol.
Oh, well, when you have a tale as riveting as mine, it can't come for free, can it?
Do you have a tail?
A tall tale, a story. Do you have a tail?
Alistair kind of like leans over to see if you have a tail.
Sable's gonna give you a smack. Hey, watch where you're looking, laddie.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you had a tail or not. I don't know if you're lying to me or not. I don't know.
I think that warrants another round on you, eh? Another round on this gentleman here.
Oh, of course. I'm glad that we got that tab paid off. And another round then. And he pours you another whiskey and another one of whatever you were drinking.
I suppose that's fair. I deserve that.
Myrna's gonna kind of just pull Alistair. We're gonna tilt a little to the side. I'm gonna go, "Do you like her? You're looking at her tail? I've never seen you look at tail before."
I only thing I like is the ground.
Okay. Myrna's gonna give him a sly wink and a nudge.
Alistair's just gonna kind of put his head in his hands and just slowly sip on his whiskey. What have I gotten myself into? I don't want to be here.
What do the rest of you do?
Sable, after getting a drink from Alistair, is gonna, I think, probably just climb on the board and start walking back towards the other side, towards whoever else is new. And just kind of, you'll hear her in the distance being like, did I ever tell you about the time that I learned to fly? And she walks away.
Did you say that you're climbing up on the bar or just walking away?
Yeah, she's just like walking up on she's like taking the path of least resistance. So like if there's people on the ground, she's just like walking across the bar, walking across the chairs.
You hear the head bar go, "Oh, ma'am, please get down. This is unsanitary on the bar."
Hey, don't worry. I found the boots of eternal cleanness in a cave a few years back, so it won't be leaving
That being said, it
tracks.
sets a bad precedent, and as you the rest of you kind of walk away out of the seat, you hear the discussion kind of fade into the background.
I would like to roll investigation on if these boots are actually clean or not.
I mean, I don't think you need to roll.
Okay.
I imagine that Sable's boots would be somewhat kind of caked in sand.
Yeah, like crusted with salt from seawater.
All right, well, then you see me kind of sifting through the residue that you've left on the countertop. I go, first she lies about the tail, now she lies about her boots being clean.
Wait, they're not. I was thinking of you. We should steal her boots so you can have clean boots.
Why would I ever want that?
Okay, yeah, it's fair. That's fair. That's very fair. Sorry, very fair.
No, I'm sorry. That was harsh of me. It was a good suggestion, but I like my boots the way they are.
Maybe we can give it to your worst enemy.
That's an amazing idea. Sable! Yeah, I guess I kind of follow Sable off. I don't walk on the bar though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like next to her down on the floor?
I feel like I'm kind of losing her in like the crowd.
Okay.
I'm just kind of trying to make
The crowd of adoring fans, all of my tail.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah. So as you look for Sable, you kind of lose her in the crowd, off by the like auction items, by the displays.
Uh-huh.
And so you're kind of like pushing through a crowd, and then so you see not only just like the crowd around you, but the different images that are cast on the displays. And so you see like several like relics of like the First Age, different like stone tablets of translations that have no longer like serve their purpose in the museum, mostly like fragments and not like full texts. You see different like amulets and jewelry. You do see what appears to be like a humanoid like figure in one of the displays as well. But in front of one of the displays of jewelry, a necklace to be precise, you do see a kind of slender, tall figure looking at the necklace almost with a like holy reverence. And so you see
Orpheus is standing in front of this necklace image. He reaches his hand out, knowing it's more just like a hologram, goes to like grasp the necklace, and his hand just kind of goes through it, and he says, "I'm coming for you," with this longingness in his eyes, and he just kind of like shakes his head in a mix of both frustration and disappointment. He's about like 5'9", if you want to like imagery of it. Long black hair about down to his waist, part of it like braided, wearing more like a pure white tunic, brown boots that are relatively clean, and two like scimitars along his back. Refuses to look at anything other than this necklace.
Yeah, so you pass the displays, and one of the figures at the displays says, "I'm coming for you."
I kind of like I look over like my shoulder. Alistair looks over his shoulder. It's like a little confused by this like quiet like whisper that's coming from this like room that is mostly just like people conversing and like talking at like, you know, like normal conversation volumes, and there's just this like sort of distant whisper from this one display. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way over to Orpheus. Excuse me, sir, have you seen a pirate lady by any chance? I wish to purchase some terribly clean boots from her.
Pirate lady? No.
I'll take that as a no. It looks like your only interest is this amulet.
Well, I did also just say no.
I'll take that as a no.
I'll take that as a no.
Orpheus shakes his head.
Alistair's just flushed with embarrassment. You did say no. Wild.
You can't bring Alistair anywhere.
Honestly.
Orpheus is just like looking at Alistair so confused, and like does like a full body check and just sees him covered in dirt and takes like the smallest step back away. And just like hand up, looks back at the amulet and just like
you're looking me up and down. I think Alistair does the same. Just kind of look you up and down and judge you for how clean you look.
But as you're having this interaction, the music around you starts to soften a bit, and the room's attention shifts towards the front of the hall. People kind of stop dancing and start to crowd around the steps.
Myrna, who was just walking around, being her walking around self, is going to be like, whoa, something's happening. And I'm going to rush back to Alistair so that we're together for the auction so we can chat and find the best purchase.
But behind the podium, two grand double doors creak open and slowly until it opens enough for a kind of plump, dour-looking man to take his place by the stand. He clears his throat and runs his hands through his greasy black hair, and he says, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the 12th annual auction and gala here at the Silsarian Museum of History. I am your master of ceremonies, Chairman Nigel von Plimp. We have quite a selection." Excuse me.
Myrna just cackling.
He said his name was Pimp, like pimple, but also like pimp.
Oh, I get it now. Plimp. Thank you very much.
Sure, Pimp.
She shoots you a harsh glare.
So many looks.
We have quite a fine selection of curiosities and antiquities for your pleasure tonight. Not too fine, of course. We need to keep some things in the museum. The crowd laughs around you as well.
Boo!
I don't get it.
Boo! On with the auction, eh?
No. Gather round. And from behind him, several gloved attendants cart in a display case ushered in by their white gloves. They halt next to him and stand on either side. Have your paddles ready for tonight. To start the bidding is a jeweled necklace from an anonymous donor from Corrid. He holds up it up to the audience. Don't let its foreign donor deceive you, for its make is that of the Empire. Emdwalin, to be precise, made by the elves, and as scholars guess, an heirloom of their kind. Let's start the bidding at, say, 150 gold pieces. And then from around you see several paddles start to flash up, and he starts pointing around. Goes, oh yes, 150, 160, 165, 170, 175.
Orpheus is just like peering, like.
And he starts to rapid fire, like an auctioneer around the room.
Isn't that the amulet that you said you wanted? You're
Yes.
just staring at it. Why aren't you bidding for it?
I don't have any money.
Oh, you want this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk around his backside nonchalantly.
200 gold pieces, 225, 260.
I'm gonna tap his shoulder so that his hand goes up.
275 to that young half-elf in the corner.
I can figure it out.
280, 290.
Tap again.
300 to the gentleman again. 325, 330, 345.
Give him a look and both hands shoot up.
350 gold pieces to the gentleman. Keeps continuing like that until eventually it reaches about 400 gold pieces. That's
Keep going.
the bidding starts to slow down, and it's kind of in between you and then one other looks to be a full elven kind of aristocrat. And so it's currently right now between the two of you. So he goes, 400 gold pieces to the elf. Tap it again.
Yeah, keep it going.
420 gold pieces. 430, 440, 450.
I would like to cast command on the one other individual.
Okay.
And I would like to make them drop their paddle.
It is a one-word command. Yes. And so what is the one word?
That would be
you
drop.
Drop?
His whole body.
I roll too good, and then he just falls to the ground.
Here's the thing.
Dead. Drop's dead.
I know that this isn't how spells work, but I'm just going to make you roll a stealth check to see Because normally they would know that you cast it on them.
Yeah.
But I'm going to see if they don't know. So roll stealth. And then I believe they have to roll a wisdom.
17.
17. So they don't know that it was cast on them.
Good.
But they still have to roll a saving throw, which they fail.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, Alistair's just kind of amused that like Myrna's finding amusement out of just like bumping Orpheus's hand in the air, and he wants to join in, and he casts command on this.
So the current bid is at Orpheus for 480 gold pieces, and as you cast command and tell him to drop, the elf you see as suddenly like his head tilts back as the magic kind of hits him, and then just drops as fast as he can to the floor, full belly down and like face into the ground, and just disappears into the crowd. He's not in the front row, so like the auctioneer can't see him, and so the auctioneer's looking around, and Nigel goes, "Going once, going twice. Sold to the half elf in the corner."
Yeah! Woo!
Orpheus is just like nodding his head, like, wow, I've never won anything in my life.
You can thank us later. That's fine.
You can pay us our dividends later.
A finder's fee.
After forcing him to spend 480, he didn't win it.
He's paying for it.
Orpheus just hands his paddle to Myrna.
And so
I'm gonna take it.
the one of the attendants comes up to you, Orpheus, and hands you a ticket with lot 1 on it and says, you can pick up your item after the auction, in which we will expect a full payment, and if not, then the item will go back to auction on another day.
Full
Thank
payment.
you.
Lucky you.
The attendant goes back, and then both attendants now move, taking the item back through the double doors behind the chair.
I put my hand out for Alistair to give me a high five. Real sly. Nice. Winning.
Roll a...
Orpheus like peers at the door and takes like a couple steps closer to it, like analytically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can get a kind of decent look at it. It's still like 30, 40 feet away, and like all of the crowd is looking in that direction. But now you do hear Nigel again go, "Now, an unusual item today, but a wonderful surprise. Many of you may have heard of Marquestrian's Circus of Wonders." So the four of you see as two attendants wheel in this medium-sized cage adorned with reds and golds, and you can hear as the band starts to play a kind of twinkling sound, and as you look inside, you can see the hairy form of a chimpanzee. In a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I present to you Bonzo, pride of the circus, available now to be your manservant. Bonzo? And he gestures to you.
Wow, he really is
And
a
so-
pimp.
Sable, as seeing a living creature come out, is gonna stand on the bar, bottle in hand, just to get a better look.
And so, Bonzo, what do they see?
Yeah, Bonzo is like kind of like he's a pan troglodyte, a chimpanzee.
Aha.
It means that he's interested in all troglodytes.
He's like a Planet of the Apes kind of style looking ape, but he's like 3'8". He's a little small for a chimp. Really like thick brownish black coat, and he's wearing like these booty shorts / like underwear.
A loincloth?
Yeah, but not like a loincloth, because like there's a bottom.
It's
you
a
know?
little more submissive than a loincloth.
And it's like in the Silsaren colors, black. It's black with a gold trim, and he's got a big like brand mark of an M right on the center of his chest.
Marvelous. Now, Bonzo, would you mind showing your act to the audience?
Okay. Hi. Me. Bonzo. Yes. Me no. You all know me. Bonzo. Big deal.
A lot of the crowd is kind of like nodding along. Like they've a decent amount of people have gone to see the circus.
Me speak, you know. You like. People clap. Me also sing. Okay. Here go. Boop boop ba doop boop boop. Bonzo, 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 bonzo. Bonzo, 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 bonzo. And as he's doing this, he's doing backflips. and he's doing like leaps everywhere. You know, he's doing, just a little dance, making a show of it. Bonzo, bonzo, boop, boop, ba doop, boop, boop.
So make a performance check with advantage because this is what you do.
Yeah.
This is your profession.
Nat 1.
Charisma. That's going to be a mod 20.
With that roll, even before Nigel starts bidding, you see different paddles go up as people want to bid, and you hear a lot of clapping and gasping and go, wow, wow, wow. And so Nigel goes, 50 gold pieces to start, 50, 60, 65, 70. And so the bidding is starting to go up.
Sable's gonna stand on the bar, raise her bottle, and go, 500 gold pieces.
A big bidder in the back of 500 gold pieces. Anyone else? Anyone else? The room is silent. That's a lot of gold for a manservant. And so the bidding is quiet and people turn to look at you. And you see a lot of faces looking at you right now, Sable.
Sable's gonna do like a Gatsby style cheers back to the audience, like
Fireworks behind you.
gold's not hard to come by when you've discovered the cave of eternal wealth, eh?
Oh, eternal wealth. Eternal wealth. You see a couple looks at you, looking at you with both admiration for like discovering something like that, but also a couple of faces of like greed and like jealousy. I'm like, And so the gavel hits the pedestal again as the bidding closes at 500 gold pieces, and one of the attendants comes up to you, Sable, and gives you a lot with lot 2 on it and goes, you can pick up your item at the end of the auction. We do expect full payment, and if not, then the item will go back to auction.
Myrna screams, "You're gonna have to change your last name because now she's the pimp."
The Nigel looks and takes a second as he's trying to like rally himself. Whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pimple? Sorry.
Next on deck for tonight. Your sponsor.
Where? Me go?
Oh, they will take you. They will take you. And the attendants kind of come up to you and places their arms gently on your shoulders and starts ushering you back towards the back.
Okay. Bin Bonzo. Thank you. Great crowd.
And there are a bunch of people in the crowd that kind of clap as you leave after the great show that you performed.
Sable, as she's watching them take Bonzo away, who she just purchased, does not quite look as gleeful if you were to examine further as she's presenting.
And so as the attendants are leading Bonzo back to the double doors, you hear Nigel go, next on deck for tonight is an ancient tool of the First Age, 2 fragments together for the first time in centuries. A nice piece of decoration bound to turn heads at your next soiree. The attendants begin bringing in a new item as 2 more kind of take Bonzo back as they pass each other. It's a large display kind of stand set in 2 parts. One holds a shaft of hardened wood broken on one end, and the other holds a straight blade, kind of like a spade shovel with winged triangles 3/4 down on the blade. Nigel goes, as an item from the First Age, let's start the bidding at 500 gold pieces. And so at this point, I'd like everyone to make a perception check. And then Sable, make it with advantage because you're on top of the bar.
Oh, nice. I needed that. So much better. Dirty 20.
Nice.
13.
7.
4.
17.
So Bonzo and Myrna. Bonzo from your place on top of the stairs, kind of looking back. And then Myrna, as you're kind of like looking out around the crowd, you both can see that behind Myrna, at like the top of the staircase, kind of back where the balcony was, where you first entered the auction, the entrance that leads towards the lobby, like that open area, you can't see that anymore. You can only see the like stone wall, but not like brick layered stone wall. It is a sheer stone that you'd like see on a cliff. You didn't see it when you first came in, and you don't know when it got there. But you can't see the entrance to the lobby anymore. Sable, from your place on top of the bar, you see several shifting figures of movement. Different black cloaked figures, it seems to be 5, make their way through the crowd, kind of pushing through and shoving figures out of the way. They make their way towards the front of the crowd, push people out of the way, and you can see the glitter of metal in their hands. Everyone can see that Nigel Von Plimp is still calling out bids, 500 to 550, 570, as the blade plunges into his chest. The hooded figures rush the center dais, and the attendants scream as the crowd falls silent in horror. Nigel shudders, his face frozen in surprise as he falls in a pool of his own blood. There's chaos. The crowd turns to run back up the steps, but they see the entrance is gone, shut by stone walls. The screaming attendants get cut off as there's a flash of metal and a thin line appears at their throats before it expands with a deep red. They fall as the figures shatter the glass and take the ancient tools in their hands, and with reverence they move the pieces together, the pieces illuminating with a soft light as they get closer. Over the crowd, you think that you can hear the mutterings of an incantation as they slowly piece these two pieces together. They release the tool in their hands now, and it starts to float softly up about 7 feet off the ground. There's a rumbling of thunder overhead, growing in frequency and volume, crescendoing into a deafening crack, and there's an explosion. A thunderbolt explodes the stone ceiling above and crashes to the ground. A vertical pillar lingering in the grand hall, kind of in a large column of electricity. It sends smaller beams and bolts in all directions, crackling against the stone walls of the grand hall, starting a flame, different banners and paintings that decorate the room around you. The display stands explode, sending papers flying and causing the tables to lose their illusions. Glass from the ceilings rain down from the exploded ceiling, and stone bricks begin to crash onto the floor. But worst of all are the screams. Patrons all around you start dropping one by one. The lucky ones are struck and killed instantly, whether by lightning or crushed beneath part of his ceiling. But the others, ones whose limbs lie under mountains of debris, or others still whose once beautiful gowns are now stained with a nauseating red from cuts from all over their bodies from hail and glass. Then, before your eyes, everything becomes still. Not instantly, but like a wind-up toy reaching the end of its time, everything slows to stillness. Arcs of electricity freeze visibly in the air. The screaming falls silent, as the guests as well fall into stillness in various states of distress. You find that, for some reason, you are still able to move, but barely. You feel like a fly trapped in molasses. The barest movements take all of your strength and concentration. The figures, the hooded ones, appear to be frozen as well, arms outstretched to the column of electricity before them. From outside the new hole in the ceiling, you see a light. Then, a seemingly small star enters the hall from the sky. It descends lower and lower until it rests 10 feet off the ground in front of the column of frozen thunder. The light dims until you can see that from it is an angelic man, more beautiful than anyone that you've ever seen, with curly blonde hair and a pure white tunic so see-through it might not as well have even been there. Without even a glance around the room, the figure addresses the bolt of electricity. All right, well, you've had your fun. Enough. You come home now, and Samara won't know it was you who broke the barrier. Silence. Then, as if rewinding time, the frozen streaks of thunder begin to move again. But now, back towards the center column. Dozens of sparkling tendrils retreat to the bolt of electricity at the center. Then, out of the base of the column, steps a man, unlike any that you have seen before. For this man is blue, yet transparent. And within his body is yet another storm, crackling around his body like a nervous system. He appears naked, but bears no features of gender. His body, eyes, everything is the same transparent blue. When he moves, he leaves after images, violently glitching and jerking around between calculated movements. Come now, don't be angry. You know the rules, says the angelic figure. I must ask you to come with me. You don't want to start this again. Silence for a second time, as the blue figure brings his hands to his face, looking at them as if for the first time. In awe, in reverence. The angelic man's charming face cracks slightly, revealing something harsher underneath. Last warning, Lucindel. Now come peacefully. The other 3 are on the way, and...
No,
the man said, as if distracted.
No, I don't think they are.
What?
They are not on their way. They would be here by now. You are, so where are they? Are you that confident that you can take me?
Lucindel's voice rumbles softly as he speaks, not unlike a growl. Samar sent us the moment you returned.
No, Samar doesn't know I'm here yet,
says Lucindel. Then, tilting his head as if listening, a smile began to take form as he continues.
Samar doesn't know you are here. Do they, Thagrin?
It's the angelic man's turn, Thagrin, to be silent.
You know you can't kill me, not by yourself. You know I can kill you. Quite easily, I'm afraid. Yet you come to me alone. You want something, Thagrin, and I can give it to you.
You can't walk this world, not without Samar finding you.
No, I cannot. But you can.
In a blink, Lucindel is 10 feet off the ground, walking on an invisible floor around Thagrin, stopping behind him and talking into his ear.
You want your freedom. I can give it. You want revenge. I am your catalyst. Your desires are my needs. I need them like humans need food and water. If you are too weak to take it, then stand behind me and let me take care of the rest.
You think you can kill Samar? Gasps Thagrin, not looking at Lucindel over his shoulder.
Oh, Thagrin, I will do so much more.
And as suddenly as it slowed, time writes again. The explosive energy of the blast blinds you all. You hear the rumbling of the ceiling begin to collapse again. The figures you saw are gone. Cries of mass panic surround you again as your vision returns and time moves at its regular pace. But it's too late. The last thing you all see is the ceiling falling towards you as it plunges you into darkness. There's nothing. You're weightless. Then, in the darkness, you feel a breeze. It touches and tickles your skin. And as you open your eyes, there's an expansive field shadowed by a gray sky. You are alone. Wheat fields reach towards the sky and surround you. The wind itself feels hollow, carrying no chill or warmth. You hear a humming from out of sight that makes you turn, and there, sitting under a lonely tree, you see her. A woman, idly carving at a piece of wood. She sings a sweet medley to herself. And then, with a final cut, she finishes her song, stands, and turning towards you, she offers the wood carving in her hands. With eyes that seem to look through you, she says, "Take it, and you can return home, alive. But a word of caution. This is not a gift I shall bestow again. If you do take it, I cannot guarantee that you will return to the world as you left it. However, this world needs you." And so, to Alistair, the carving she offers you is a pawn chess piece. To Bonzo, you receive a rook chess piece.
Excuse me? What is this? Tell me.
A gift.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, my child. To Sable, you receive a knight chess piece.
Sable kind of gives it a look and says, "I know your games. I'm not interested in making any deals with the gods."
There's no deal. I ask nothing of you. The only thing that I wish is that you to return to your world, alive, and for you to find your own path through the storm.
I know not what the terms be, despite your best efforts to convince me there are none. But I'll take it for the greater purpose of my mission.
She blinks and nods her head at you. To Myrna, you receive a bishop chess piece. And to Orpheus, you receive a wooden queen chess piece. And you all hear, "You must be a piece first, I'm afraid. Then maybe one day, you'll play the game." And for Bonzo, Sable, and Myrna, and Orpheus, your world goes black again. But for Alistair, she walks with you in the wheat fields. Do you understand the severity of your failure?
No. This... Calamar, please, you need to give me another chance. I know this is important to you, and I know that I am not necessarily important to you. I am a simple man. I am but a pawn to you. But let me say, as a simple man, Myrna, whatever goal you have in mind for them, they are far more important, beyond your needs. Allow me another chance, please.
I expect more from you, Alistair. You need to be better. What you say is true. You are a simple man, and Myrna is important. What you lack in understanding is you are important as well. I will give you another chance. But this is the last time. Understand?
I promise you I will not fail you again.
Forget your oath. If it happens again, even I won't be able to save you.
I understand.
Your skin feels hollow. The moisture and warmth is gone from your touch, and your vision fades to unconsciousness. When you all wake up, you are in a cell. There's a faint sound of water dripping onto stone and crashing of metal cell doors closing in the distance. And as you look around, you find that the only other occupants in your cell are the 4 figures that you saw at the auction. They seem to have had a similarly rough night as yourselves. And so looking around the room, the 5 of you can see Bonzo, Sable, Orpheus, Alistair, and Myrna. You do not have any of your items or equipment, and you have been kind of changed into the kind of rucksack prisoner's clothing.
Yeah, I immediately go to Myrna, like check, make sure that she's okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Are you okay?
Yes, yeah. I kind of just look at my hands and feel nothing, but I think I'm fine. Yes.
In your hands, you do find the carving of the pawn, and in each of your hands, you do find the carvings.
A cell, eh?
Oh,
This reminds me of the time that I did in a prison on the Lochran Islands. Me cellmate was an orc, but his skin was pure pink and it glimmered in the sun, which is why they kept him down in the cells with me. Aye, but we broke out and it were a glorious day. No cell can keep me down, so I don't be worried about this current situation we're in. Don't you fret. We'll be out of here soon enough. It'll be just another tale.
oh, okay. Bonzo's gonna run over. Hello, me, Bonzo. You buy me? Yes?
Why, yes, I did.
Oh, thank you. Need anything? At service.
No, Bonzo, here's the thing, though.
Me get water.
No, Bonzo, I don't...
Bonzo's gonna run over to the bars. Hello? Anyone?
Bonzo.
Two?
No, it's all right, Bonzo.
Two waters?
Bonzo, me boy, listen. I bought you, but just so that I could set you free. You can do whatever. You don't have to serve me.
But me job. Me serve you. Master.
No. What? No, I'm not your master, boy.
If you master now, what name? Need to know.
Well, the name is Sable.
Master.
Captain Sable.
Master. Captain.
No, don't
Sable.
call me master.
Sable. Last name? First name
Call-
Captain?
Call me Captain Sable. Captain just for short, maybe.
Okay. Captain Sable. Master.
No.
Okay. Run.
Sable kind of looks at Bonzo and then just kind of like makes little like a we'll work on it type gesture and turns back to the group.
Captain Sable. Master.
I just Captain.
What? This? And Bonzo pulls out the chess piece.
It seems to be a piece from a game. You ever play a game, Bonzo?
Wait, you received a chess piece as well?
I think we all did.
Yes. Lady in field, go. Here go. I say, what? She say, gift. Me think.
I no need to thank her, me boy.
Okay. Okay, master. No.
No.
Bad.
You can if you want.
Bad gift. And Bonzo just starts spitting on it. Me.
No.
And he puts it in his underpants and like rubs all on it. Bad. Me not like.
Very good.
Yay. Good.
Very good.
So we all saw the same person then, is that correct?
I think so.
How would I know? I know what I saw.
Did she say anything to any of you?
She spouted what are likely some lies, as the gods are known to do.
You, you said God, but I'm pretty sure it was just a dream. And they stuck something in my hand as I got in the cell. So, yeah.
You had a dream that lined up with the thing that they happened to stick in your hand entering the cell after stripping you of all your possessions. They thought maybe they want to play chess. And gave us each one piece. No. You're being swindled, lassie. And don't buy it for 1 second. I'll tell you all right now, the gods are no friend of us mortals.
But what do these pieces mean?
Your guess is as good as mine. Could be a mark, a blight, a plague.
Yes, me agree, master.
Bonzo agrees. Do not call me master, boy.
Well, clearly, Calamar thought that we were all important in some way. If she gave us all of these pieces, it might be best that we look after one another from here on out. Things could get pretty dangerous.
Calamar?
You think... I've never seen her face. I've heard her stories, but you think that was Calamar?
I know that was Calamar.
You know,
Yes.
How?
Let's just say that we have crossed paths before.
Leaving out a lot of details there, eh? Doesn't surprise me. Can't trust one in league with the gods.
Well, not all of us like to spout our nonsensical tales out of nowhere.
What?
I wouldn't be so confident making comments on things that you know nothing about, boy.
Is he make you angry?
No. I'm gonna go with no, because
I'll take that as a no.
unsure of the consequences. I'm unsure of the consequences if I say yes, me boy. So
now you're clever.
leave him be.
It's
About time.
But don't trust anything he says.
Okay. Liar. Liar.
No. He's,
Bonzo,
he's
can you
good.
tell me if your master has a tail or not?
Oh, okay. Yes.
You do
have a tail.
It be nobody's concern. Can we focus?
Yeah.
Focus on the little meeting we all just had with the god of death.
God of death.
It is at this point that you all hear the piercing clang of jail doors opening and closing, and footsteps start to get closer. From the iron doorway, you see a man flanked with 2 guards on either side, both in the metal black armor with gold trim of the Silsarian Empire. As he approaches the door, he turns to one of the guards and goes, "Do you mind?" Before one of the guards pulls out a key and opens the door. "Wait for me back at your post. I may be a while." The guards don't move, and he kind of looks to either side as he waits for them to move. He goes, "Oh, they won't hurt me. I'm their best chance at being released. And if I do need you, I suppose I can always raise my voice." And with that, the guards kind of close the door with him inside and lock it before disappearing down the hall. In front of you, you see a young human in his upper 20s, maybe lower 30s, wearing a kind face and has somewhat of a seductive smile. His build is athletic. His muscles push at his blue and gold tunic. His hair is cut short and coiffed up towards the ceiling. And his hands are adorned with rings and embroidered on his chest. Seems to be a family sigil, kind of a bear on its hind legs amidst a sea of wheat. And as he is in the room with you all, he turns at you and takes you all in and says, "Damn city guards, meatheads, the lot of them. Anyway," and he sticks out his hand at you all. "Sarah Cornraven, a pleasure."
Orpheus's eyes widen and narrow, like in succession at
Sarah.
Yeah.
He's still standing with his hand outstretched towards when any one of you
Should shake hand.
Whatever you want, me boy. Do whatever you want.
So, yes?
I want you to look, and I want you to think, and I want you to count to 3 and make a decision.
Okay. He puts his hand out and he just makes like a thinking face. 1, 2, 3.
He reaches towards your hand and
What now?
shakes it.
I shake his hand, boy.
He grabs your hand and shakes it. He goes, nice to meet you. And you are?
You not know?
Well, not necessarily.
Me. Bonzo!
Ah, you're Bonzo from the circus, yes.
Yes, yes.
Ah, incredible. And the rest of you?
What's it to you?
Well, I am your attorneys, your defense for your upcoming trial.
Defense for our upcoming trial. What an interesting statement you've just made. I remember committing a lot of crimes in me life, but I don't remember committing any in the most recent past.
Well, there was last night. As I'm sure you are already aware, Kiir Salath's museum had an incident. Many of the Empire's lifelong samorders were there, many found in pieces under the rubble. Of those in attendance last night, there were only 5 that survived. I'm sure that you can do the math. The nobles, the people, they are outraged. They need someone to blame. They think that you all did it. You will stand trial for the attack, and I've been appointed as your defense.
Was there anything else that was found in the rubble, like any of the items that were being auctioned?
The investigation is still ongoing, and more things turn up as the rubble gets cleared, but so far there have been no other survivors. Some of the artifacts have been found and recovered, but still many lay underneath the rubble.
Bonzo's gonna look at Sable to see if she'll give him approval to speak.
Go on, boyo.
Naked men did it.
A naked man.
No, not naked man. Naked men. 2.
2 naked men did it.
Yes, and robe men. 2 naked men. People in robes. Not know why. 2 not have robe. Well, 1 had robe, but could see through. Like not wear robe at all. Saw a lot. Beautiful, but a lot.
Indeed. And he turns to the rest of you. So, may I once again ask, who are you? I've introduced myself. I think it is only fair that I learn your names.
Yes, pardon me. My name is Alistair Keep, and what Bonzo here is saying is not entirely a lie. The auction was sort of bombarded by a higher power.
A higher power. So, like a wizard or a magical...
Think a little higher than
Yes,
that.
a wizard.
A wizard. Okay. That's
Yes, a wizard.
something that we can go off of. And you are?
Captain Seraphina Driftthorn.
A pleasure.
Can't say the same.
Well, I do apologize for that. Maybe we can ramify it. And the rest of you?
My name's Myrna.
Myrna. Nice to meet you.
She kind of looks him up and down, but kind of stays to herself in the background. Not about that.
And you?
My name is Orpheus Hornraven.
His eyes narrow. You go, Hornraven. Where are you from again?
Corrid.
Corrid. Interesting. And your father is, I assume that he is a Hornraven as well.
Yes.
He kind of walks slowly towards you and kind of looks you up and down. Amazing. And he grabs your shoulders and embraces you kind of suddenly. And after he embraces you, he kind of holds you on either shoulders at arm's length. He goes, I am your cousin. I didn't know that we had family out in court. I knew about my uncle, but we had not seen each other. This is incredible.
Cousin?
Yes.
Orpheus is just like kind of bewildered and confused.
Yes, my father, Luke, he told me about your father, Tristan, correct?
Yes.
I'm so glad we are able to meet. I wish it would have been under better circumstances, but still. Wow. Incredible. And I'm sorry, what happened? Why'd you come here? What?
Because my mother's pendant was at this auction.
Oh.
And I wanted it back.
My apologies. We have not yet recovered any necklaces, but if we find it, I'll be sure to pass it along. It was at the auction?
Yes. My father sold it.
My father never really had kind words for my uncle, but I am sorry that he sold it. I will do my best to get it back to you, but so far nothing's turned up. And he looks around to the rest of you now, and he goes, be sure that I will do my best to get you clear of these charges, especially now that I know that family is involved. I will do everything I can.
Now you'll do your job.
Well, I was going to do my job before, but now I have a personal stake in it. I would not want to see my cousin killed for such a crime.
What? Kill?
Yes.
But we not do. Me tell you.
Oh, I...
Naked blue man and naked man in see-through robe.
Listen, I would like to believe you.
Blue man explode?
Convincing the
Electric.
other lords and ladies is going to be difficult, especially with a story of two naked men. I will do my best, but we do need cooperation.
This reminds me of the time that I was being held in the Sky Palace on trial for stealing the Horn of Elegance. But you know what? I didn't steal that horn. And they souped me up with a defense attorney like yourself, except much more handsome and better at his job. And he didn't believe me. And you know what I did to him? Well, on paper, I didn't do anything. But the lad, he fell out of the sky.
Well, I'm glad that we can be on a better foot because I do believe you.
Do you now?
Yes.
You just told me friend here that you didn't. You wanted to.
Cousin,
Yes.
what Bonzo says is true. If you or any of them believe in gods, I want you to take 2 names with you.
Aye, let's not be rash here.
What names?
Lucindil and Thagrin.
Yes, it seems that the people who bombarded the auction were followers of Lucindil.
But we all know the gods not be real, so no need to fret too much. You should probably track down this dedicated cult you're letting run amok in your town. But we can all be friends here. We can help you out with that.
That would be much appreciated, but first we have to prove your innocence. So, if you didn't do the attack, why were you all there?
Me be sold. Sell me to Captain Master.
See, that we can use. We do have plausible deniability for you, but the rest of you, we recovered the lists of the all the invitations, and there was no Orpheus Hornraven, there was no Myrna, there was no Alistair or Sable. So what brought you all there?
Well, Myrna and I were traveling together, and she's a sort of connoisseur of trinkets and gadgets, and we were in the neighborhood and in the market for anything that could help her with her sort of inventions.
Anything in particular, or just browsing?
Just browsing. There wasn't much of anything there. More just a good time with some good hors herbs.
That might be a little bit more difficult to refute. And you, Sable?
Hey, a pirate goes where she wants, eh? I wanted to attend the auction. See if there were any finery, anything of interest for me to purchase.
So, no specifics for the lot of you besides Orpheus. It may be rather difficult then. How about this? How did you come to be here? How did you survive when no one else did? I was told that when they first recovered your bodies, there was no pulse, but afterwards, it's like you came to life again. The pulse returned and the warmth spread across your body.
Well, let me tell you, lad. Once I was digging a real large hole, the deepest hole you ever seen, and I found a green stone, and it turned out to be the stone of everlasting luck, and I be carrying it with me everywhere I go, and ever since, it just seems no harm can become me. You ever dig a real big hole?
I guarantee you I've done bigger holes.
You lie.
Alistair, it is best if you do not lie to me. I am only trying to help.
I'm not lying. I used to work as a gravekeeper in Walder.
And what is that? And he's looking at the carving in your hands. Your items were supposed to be stripped from you.
I'm not entirely sure. It might have been some sort of curse that the wizards left behind, seeing as we all woke up with one in our hands.
We thought you maybe wanted us to play chess.
I mean, I can guarantee you that was no gift from the guards.
And are you sure about that? Are you sure your guards weren't the ones in this?
Well, they were stationed here. They weren't at the auction. The museum had its own security. They did not need the city guard.
Are you entirely sure that the people who found our bodies in the rubble did not revive us just to have someone to blame?
An interesting theory, to be sure. Roll a persuasion check.
22.
Nice.
He takes a deep breath in and he goes, perhaps you are right. If it was a wizard, like you said, maybe there are deeper machinations at work. This may take some time. The trial isn't for another 30 days, so you do have time. And if you remembered anything, I will be back and we can talk further. But let me investigate this. I'll see what I can find out for you. In the meantime, don't aggravate the guards. Be on best behavior. I will talk with the other lords and ladies and help them see reason. Right now, they think a bunch of foreigners came to one of their most splendid auctions and caused a ruckus, and tensions are high. Please don't do anything to further stoke the flames. I will return, and when I do, we can talk further. Is there anything else you'd like to say to me?
We greatly appreciate the help that you are providing to us. We hope that we are able to be clear of any charges under your terms.
Aye, laddie, one day this will be nothing but an excellent tale, eh?
I should certainly think so. And he places his hand on his chest and bows at you all slightly. He goes, I am at your service. Until next time. And he looks at you, Orpheus, again, and he kind of comes up to you, places his hand on the back of your neck and kind of does like the forehead-to-forehead thing. He goes, it's nice to meet you, cousin. And with that, he turns and leaves you all in the cell and starts to slide the door back behind him, and you hear him recede back into the hall.
As he leaves, can I try to mage hand something out of his pocket?
Yeah. What do you...
Just looking for like anything sharp, maybe a knife.
Okay. Roll a stealth check to try to keep it hidden, but then you also need to roll a sleight of hand check to take it.
Stealth, I got 12.
12? That's
14 for sleight of hand.
okay. What are you going for?
Does he have a visible knife?
No visible knives.
Okay, then.
He would have like a brooch, like a pin. Are you going like for any particular pockets or
I'm
anything?
going for something that I could lockpick with.
Probably the the brooch that he has. They would be like towards his like chest, so it'd be
Okay.
like towards the front.
Okay, I'll go for the brooch.
Okay. Yeah, the mage hand is able to slip it off as he's receding further into the hall.
Okay, good. Just bring it back to me and
While you're doing that, I look at Orpheus and I go, I have a sneaking suspicion that you two know each other somehow.
I never known that I've had a cousin. An uncle, sure, but only from stories from my father. And
Is
even
there-
that was minimal at best.
Do you not know many of your family members?
I only know my father and knew my mother.
Then there's something that we can relate between each other.
Myrna, as you go up to lockpick the door, you take the brooch in your hands and you like insert it into the lock. And as you do, and you're like kind of shifting around, the door kind of swings open a little bit. You haven't done anything yet, but just at your touch, it kind of glides open a little bit. And as you're doing that, you think back to when you left, and you did not hear the metal mechanical sliding of a lock that you did when you first entered.
Guys, I've lockpicked it. Let's go.
Yeah, so the door's open.
Great job, mate. I didn't know you could do that.
Captain,
Yes, me boy.
Captain, Master, what we do now?
We leave.
Okay. And Bonzo just runs out.
All right, so on the other side of the bars now, you can see that you are currently in a hall, like a stone brick hall, illuminated with torches on either side. Like,
do we see any of our stuff anywhere?
you do see several chests at the end of the hall, kind of by the door, about like 5 feet from the front of the door. You do see a like metal grate on the ground, circular in shape, and then the door ahead of you has like a small kind of barred window that illuminates another room after it.
And no guards?
Not in this room.
Bonzo's gonna look at like the grate,
Mhm.
and he's gonna try to see like how far it goes down.
So looking down at the grate, it's kind of too dark to see down it. It's like a sewer grate where it's got like the gaps in between.
Mhm.
And so you can't see the bottom. It is kind of too dark. But you do see that there's an empty space underneath.
Okay. Captain, Master, want me open?
The great. Why don't we start with these chests, eh? Captain's gotta get her hatch back.
You want me get hat for you?
What do you want to do?
What you want?
All right. Look for me, hat boy.
Okay. He's gonna run to the chest.
The chest, yeah, you open the chest and you do find the supplies from the rest of the party. You find like the great axe, you find the hat, your clothes, as well as a big old crossbow, shovel, and several scimitars as well.
Okay. What yours? Want all?
All. I mean, how much do you think you can carry?
Me strong. He's gonna try to carry everything.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna grab all my stuff back off him.
I'm
Sable
just gonna
is
slip my shovel out of there.
grab my clothes. Sable's gonna
You don't
take
want
her
the
hat
same
back
way.
and put it back on with some sense of urgency, make sure it's snug, and then she's gonna take a breath and take her great axe and put it back in her carrier.
Okay.
I take my scimitars and put them on my back, grab my satchel.
Is all of my tinkering things in there? Everything, even my ward?
You do find wort in there. However, you can see like different sparks coming off the automaton bird. Not atomic, the automaton bird.
That's a great band name. Atomic Bird.
You see like different sparks, and the metal is bent from the wings, and it seems to be kind of chirping somewhat sporadically. It doesn't seem to be working like wort usually does.
I'll look at it and I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna take him away.
bird in here?
And I'm gonna look at Alistair and I'm gonna go, I told him I'll fix him.
Now that you are by like the door, you can hear murmured conversation and laughter on the other side from the room further in.
Does it sound like it's coming towards us?
No, just like in the room.
Okay. I'm gonna make really big motions. I'm gonna go, there's paper. What? There's paper.
What? Use your words, Lassie.
I'm gonna get really close and I'm gonna go,
Paper over there. Hey, there be people over there.
Roll a perception check, Myrna, since you're the one that heard it first.
oh, man. 9.
I mean, it's not a high difficulty at all. After the second time that Sable had a little bit of an outburst, you do hear the murmuring quiet, and you hear someone go, "Did you hear that?"
Really big hand motions in my
No.
I'm gonna try to jump up to like cover Sable's mouth, but I don't know if I can reach it.
Quiet in there, prisoner.
Whatever you say.
What did I just say? Quiet in there.
I said I'd be quiet. What be your problem?
Good morning, sir.
And then you hear the sound of boots getting closer. You go,
Gotta fucking teach this one a fucking lesson.
so you do hear the sounds of footsteps getting closer.
I think they might be coming.
I think we gotta go.
Bonzo, can you pop that sewer grate?
Yes, me's strong. He's gonna try to rip it off,
Roll
clean
a
off.
strength check.
All right, guys.
Yeah, Bonzo.
Bonzo, 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 Bonzo. That's going to be a 15.
A 15? A 15 is just enough. So it's real slow. Yeah,
Not wasting any of your strength.
It's a huge metal grate, so you have to like heft it, and it's about as big as you are. But you like clean press it up and toss it aside. Or what do you do with it?
As I'm doing that, how close are they to opening the door? Because if they're about to, if I'm getting it up as they're opening the door, I want to throw it right at them.
Getting it up.
They haven't opened the door yet, but as you're lifting it up, the rest of you can see the face of like a kind of older, surly guard at the window. What? Hey! Hey, give it! And yeah, he turns and he goes, "They're fucking escaping!" and you hear the keys start to rattle off from the bell and go, "Hey, you stay right there!" So they're not in the room yet, but he's like getting the keys out.
Which way does the door open?
It opens
In towards us or out the other way?
towards you.
Bonzo, throw it at the door. It'll block the door from opening.
Okay, you go.
You hear the key insert into the lock and start to turn.
We're just gonna jump down.
Yeah, I'm Alistair's following him.
Yeah.
What are you doing? He's about to open the door.
He's about to open the door. He's struggling to like kind of throw it back because it's heavy. And
You hear the latch open.
he throws it.
He throws it, and it clatters like against it and rests. And you hear the door like push open and slam against it. There's like a 2-inch crack of the door coming in. It goes, what the fuck? Hey! And what are the rest of you doing? The grate is starting to move like inch by inch as they're like shoving the shoulder into it. Jumping
Sable's gonna turn to Bonzo and go, "Down the hatch, me boy!" And then she's gonna go over to the little 2-inch crack and go, "See you later!" And then she's gonna laugh and go, "Another great tale in the making!" And jump down into the hatch.
Everyone has know about this?
I take a moment and I like look at the door, and take in one final peek, see if I see like Corin at all, out of curiosity.
Oh, Sarek?
Sarek. Yeah, I don't know why I said Corin.
You do not see him in the room beyond.
And I plunge down into the hole.
Well, you quickly all find what this tunnel is used for, as it is the like the waste disposal for the prisoners there, because it reeks of shit and piss, and it kind of drops down 5 feet before becoming a slope, and it just like a slip and slide. You shoot down, just kind of getting covered in all this waste, and you slide down for a good while. It is a long tunnel, and after a brief minute, you see the light start to appear at the bottom, and you all shoot out of this tunnel and fall like another 10, 15 feet onto this soft, cushiony sand. And you hear the sound of oceans and waves around you. And you look around, and you're actually at the bottom of the Kiir Salath Mountains on the northwestern side. And above you, you can see the tall towers and pillars of the jail and the city above. And you can also hear the sound now of alarm bells ringing in the distance. Yeah, you look around, and you're on the beach. About half a kilometer away, you can see the figure of a ship, gray, somewhat kind of disheveled, kind of just ran into the sand there. Doesn't look like it was like moored or like anchored by any means. It just kind of like ran into the ground. But next to the ship, you also see a cart and a horse and a figure just throwing loads of something into the ship as they load it up. You're now out of the prison, but you do hear the sounds of alarms in the distance.
Bonzo is gonna take off his underpants and start wiping Sable to try to clean up all this shit and piss off her. Captain, Master, clean you.
Is that my ship in the distance?
Yes, that is, yes.
Okay. I'm kind of like, as Bonzo is trying to like wipe me with his underpants, I'm kind of like swatting that away and be like, Hey, who's over there by me ship? That not belong to you. I'm gonna start going towards.
They don't hear you yet because it is quite a distance still.
Yeah.
But yeah, you start running towards it?
Oh, I'm gonna start running towards.
And
Okay.
Bonzo's gonna run after her, and he's gonna rage. Get back here! Go,
I'm actually like going to the water and washing my face off.
I'm with Orpheus. I'm going there and I'm trying to just not vomit get cleaning myself off.
I turn to Alistair and I say, I guess right now we're not that different. And I don't know how you stand it.
And Alistair goes, sand, oh, beautiful sand, I could kiss you. And I start kissing the ground. Yeah.
Sable's still running, covered in piss and shit, while Bonzo's chasing after her. Naked with his underpants.
Alistair, as you're like kissing the ground, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Nat 20?
A nat 20? Perfect.
I know my shit about the ground.
Perfect. No, 100%. 100% you know your shit about the ground. Because as you're kissing the ground, you feel vibrations. You feel the vibrations of rumbling coming closer and getting closer towards you. Kind of like Aragorn in the second Lord of the Rings,
I put my
like against
ear
the
up to
Ra.
the ground, yeah.
As you listen, you can hear like the sounds of horses getting closer. From the nat 20, I'd say that there's probably 15 sets of horse hooves making their way down, the coast, getting closer.
Yeah, can I like look in the direction to see if I can see them? Like, coming.
And so the rest of the group that you escaped the prison with is making their way towards the ship, and then further down the coast, kind of like towards the left, from around the rocky crags of the mountains, you can see a party coming towards you. They round the sheer cliff faces, and you can see the horses and, more importantly, the guards on top of the horses, clad in the black armor with the golden trim of the city guards, and they are hauling ass towards you. Well, not towards you, but towards the ship.
Right.
They're still further away than like Sable and Bonzo are right now, but you have also not started running towards the ship.
Shit, Myrna, we gotta go. I grab Myrna's hand and just start running, following Sable and Bonzo.
We're stealing that ship! We're getting on that ship. We're gonna steal it. We don't be stealing it today. Be stealing it. It'd be my ship.
Sable calls back over her shoulder.
And so, Sable, you're actually the closest to the ship right now with Bonzo. And so now that you were closer, you can see that the frantic redhead tossing bundles onto the ship from the cart is heaving like with each one, and she like gets it up to her shoulder before tossing it into the ship. And as she loads the last one into the cart, she jumps down, slaps the horse on the rear, and the horse starts running away, taking the cart with it. And then once she does that, she starts like going up to the front of the ship and starts pushing it, trying to get it out onto sea.
Sable's gonna take her hand axe and she's gonna hurl it at the person.
Okay. Are you trying to hit her?
Yeah, I'm trying to hit her.
Make an attack roll.
I hope this woman isn't important.
She's gonna go.
She's the most important character, and we're just gonna kill her right off the bat.
That's okay because it's an 8.
An 8? Okay, so you take your hand axe out, you throw it, and it like embeds itself right next to her head. She whips around, looks at you, goes, "Oh, fuck!" And then she looks to the right, and she sees the horses coming. She goes, "Oh, fuck! They're coming!" She looks at you guys, and she sees that you're all covered in shit, and she goes, "What? Listen, they're coming. We gotta push off now. If you help, I'll share the ship with you."
Share the ship! It'd be my ship! What the fuck are you talking about right now? Get your hands off of it!
If you do you have a crew? Because we gotta get the fuck out of here right now.
Crew! I be captaining the ship all by myself! Get your filthy hands off of me!
All right, then let's get the hell out of here.
Fine, everybody push!
All right, so the Orpheus, Bonzo, and Sable are all kind of like next to the ship, and you can all see that Alistair and Myrna are still making the way. So with the 4 of you now, you can push the ship, and it starts making its way, starts to recede back into the water.
I think Sable, as soon as it has any give, would leave that and go up to the ship and take her post at the wheel.
Yeah, and so it's still like in the shallows right now, but it's at least now floating in the water and not just run aground into the sand. But at this point now, you two, Myrna and Alistair, are probably about 100 yards away, and arrows are starting to impact around you.
I like to think that Alistair picked me up by like the collar and I'm just
dragging you.
Like
It's like a dust cloud of sand.
I'm trying to get hold, but he's just grabbed.
I rolled low for both of you guys, so you don't like take any damage, but there are impacts of arrows around you in the sand as you're approaching the ship. And you can hear voices now starting to shout different variations of "Stop! They're getting away! Don't let them onto the ship!" And so the rest of you are on the ship if you would like to be now.
I would like to cast Mold Earth and basically make a shield of sand between us and the guards. Just like something like kind of right in front of them that'll like slow them down just a little bit, or like even barricade from the arrows.
Does that have a certain amount of radius?
30 feet. It says.
But how much?
Like how much? 5 foot. 5 foot cube.
So what are you doing with your 5 foot cube?
Just raising a wall in front of the guards and the horses.
Okay.
Just to combat from like arrows, maybe slow them down.
So-
Maybe if it's like I'm thinking like right in front of them, so they kind of like impact into it too, so it slows them.
So you kind of bring up like a wall of earth right in front of them, and there are like 2 guards on the horses. That horses like trip over the earth and come crashing to the ground, but the rest are still making their way towards you. You are at the ship now at this point, so you can get on.
Yeah.
Do the 2 of you get on?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're all on the ship now, and
I'm a little
Sable.
grossed out by the water.
now that this is your ship, how are you taking control?
Yeah, so Sable's at the wheel, and as soon as she's on the ship, it's like in her element. And she's like,
All right, Bonzo, my boy, host the sails. You, the filthy thief, help him. The rest of you, push into deeper water. Everybody on board, off we go.
and kind of like, manically like spinning the wheel and like running around the ship and like doing all these like crazy things, like pulling a rope here and this sail goes up and like pushing this floorboard and like all of a sudden this like plank in the back kind of comes down at an angle that helps push the ship out, and like all this like crazy shit that looks broken, but it's like clearly indicative of how she's been sailing the ship by herself for years.
Yeah, and so you point the ship out towards open water now, and as you're like making your way, you finally catch the wind once the sails release, and behind you the guards take their horses a little bit into the water, but soon it becomes too deep. They still shoot arrows at you guys. Some come crashing down onto the deck of the ship. Some tear a couple holes into the sails themselves.
Aye, me sails!
But soon you are out of range, and so you can still kind of like see them on the shore, but they're no longer a threat to you.
Is there someone who seems to be in charge?
Like a leader.
I mean, from this distance, it'd be kind of hard to tell, but you would assume so, yeah.
Can I cast before I'm out of range, like 60 feet away, I guess? Can I cast message to someone who I think is the leader and just go at my message?
You see one of the figures kind of whirl around, like looking around. What?
Was that a fart?
It was one of the horses.
So now you are on the open water on this ship, Sable's ship, and the girl next to you. She goes, well, that was fun. Where are you heading?
Yeah, Sable's gonna grapple her.
You're gonna go.
I'll get my 60 feet of rope out and start tying up with you.
Make a athletics or acrobatics
Bonzo's
check.
gonna jump in too.
Can I take that as the help action?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
As I rolled a nat 1 for this girl.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Well, good
Love to
thing.
see it.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, I thought you were also gonna say that you rolled a score.
No one grabs anyone.
Well, yeah, it doesn't
Everyone
matter.
slips and
And so-
falls.
I just want to say also, I have a +6, so I rolled a 3.
So she's kind of like holding her hands up and like smiling at you. She goes, oh, and then you come tearing at her and just like tackle her to the ground. And then Bonzo, you're helping too. And yeah, so you monkey pile on her and goes, oh, hold on.
Hey, what be your problem, lassie? What make you think that you can put your paws on me ship?
I'm just trying to get out of here.
Trying to get out of here? Take your own ship. Go by foot.
I don't have a ship. I was supposed to meet up with the rest of my crew.
The rest of your crew, you don't look like much of a captain to me.
Oh, I'm not the captain. I would never presume to be the captain.
Then they're not your crew, are they? You don't seem very experienced in the ways of seafaring. You best watch your back. It's a cardinal sin to be stealing another pirate ship.
This is a pirate ship.
What does it look like? A military vessel?
Well, I kind of thought it was a fishing boat.
Sable's gonna move from grappling her on the ship to dangling her over the ship.
Wait. I can give
Say
you.
it again!
I can give you. It's not a fishing boat. It's a very nice trading vessel. I can give you stuff.
Don't patronize me, girlie. I have all I could ever want.
I can give you a share.
Share of what?
Her eyes flicker over to the bundles that she was throwing into the boat.
All right. What be in them?
Why don't you take a look?
Okay.
Bonzo.
Okay.
Me go. Bonzo's gonna
volunteers.
try to open through them.
So you open the bundles. They're like rucksack and like leather in texture. And as you like move them around, you hear the like clanking and clattering of metal on metal. And as you open it, you see that in it are massive amount of weapons, different swords, axes, shields, bits of armor. You open another one and it's stored food supplies of like dried meats and different foods that can be transported and kept for a long time. Another one is just like bows and arrows and supplies. She goes, I would be willing to share with some of this with you if you can help me get back to my crew. Not my crew like I'm the captain, but my crew as in my family.
Your family?
I'm sure you know what it's like sailing the seas. Your crew is like your family, right?
I have no crew. I sail by myself.
I'm sorry.
What be your name?
Evie Greywater.
Well, that was an interesting pause you took before delivering your last name, but I'll put it aside for now.
And Sable's gonna hoist her on and put her down, dust her off, and be like,
Are you welcome to the crew, Evie? If you pull your weight, I'll share a bit of me riches with you, and
gestures to the bundles that Evie brought on board.
I'm sure that we could reach a deal. However, we do need a lot of these supplies.
Aye, and I just told you that if you pull your weight, I'll share. Right, Bonzo?
Yes.
Me first mate's gonna take that up to the captain's quarters. Go ahead, me boy. Take it up to me room.
Okay. He's gonna like try to carry as much of it, putting it like holding a bunch of the bags, putting one on like the back of his neck, and like is all like crumpled up, trying to bring it all up.
And then Sable's gonna laugh, kind of like tap the girl on the shoulder and be like, "You got a lot to learn before earning your sea legs, lassie." And then walk back over to the wheel to kind of captain her ship.
So, if I might ask, where are you heading?
Where are we heading? We can head wherever we want.
So, where do you want, Captain?
I tend to see where the wind takes me. I like to smell the direction, the salt. Follow the fish, feel the wind.
Uh-huh. And you can see, like, in her eyes, she's kind of, like, gauging, like, whether or not she should have gotten on this ship in the first place.
Sable's eyes are also, like, kind of like her pupils are dilated. She's, like, back out at sea. She's, like, putting her, dips her hand in the water, takes a big, like, lick of the salt water.
She's like, I'd be fresh today.
Well, thank you for letting me onto the ship. And I will make myself useful. And she starts to, like, kind of sidewalk away from you guys, kind of like keeping an eye on you, and kind of not actually do anything, but like starts like tying and retying the like ropes on the sides of the ship.
I'm gonna go up to Myrna, and ask, "Can I see that brooch?"
Yeah. Here it is, but I'd like it back, please.
Can I keep it?
But what does it look like? Is there like gems in it?
So it's like a silver kind of material, and it seems to be like a rose, but like the stem part of it is the actual like pin of the brooch. It's not the bear up amongst the field of wheat that was his sigil, but it just seemed to be a brooch they had for that day.
No gems.
I mean, it's silver.
Yeah, you can have it.
That would be gaudy.
Yeah, you can have it.
Heaven
It's fine.
forbid, God.
Do you have a brooch for me to trade?
No, I don't have anything to trade.
You owe me one, friend. What was your name again?
Orpheus?
Oh, okay. Orpheus. Orpheus. Okay.
You're a odd little woman. And walks away.
From the corner of the ship, you can hear Evie go, "Tell me about it."
Aye! Go swab the poop deck.
Aye, Captain. And she gives you a somewhat sarcastic salute and starts swabbing the deck.
Sable doesn't even pay it any attention. She's like hyperventilating at the wheel. Off to the seas.
Alistair kind of looks at himself and like looks around at the others. Is like, well, from the looks of it, we are the poop deck.
So as Kiir Salath recedes into the distance, you muse over the events of the last day, night, and this morning. And as you find yourself on the wide open expanse of the sea, Sable, you're the first to notice the storm clouds rolling in.
Hello down there, and thank you for tuning in to this week's adventure. Follow our socials at Rivers of Confluence and find us at riversofconfluence.com. Sound design and editing brought to you by Spit It Out Audio. For extra content and early access, find us on Patreon.
Next week in Awenor.
I intended to do one thing anywhere I go, and now I have the opportunity. Alistair, take the wheel.
Bonzo is now overboard.
Fall into the boat.
I think we need to leave.
You see Alistair just kind of look up at the sky like, Kalama, if you're watching this, that's not my fault.
And his beard is pointed and as messy as his hair, both brown and unfortunately very attractive.
There be things worth more than gold in this world, lass.
Would you like to earn something more than gold?
What be your offer?
A game.
I've seen you both so proudly with a shout that raised the dead.
I've seen you sing so loudly with a voice as true as lead.
If I'd fallen down a well, I could never lose my hope.
I will be there right behind you with some ale and a rope.
I've seen you do the impossible. You've escaped the jaws of death.
I've seen you lose your greatest love and smile as you wept.
When villains call your name, you never stand back in fear.
At least we'll get a bath.
There's a storm coming at
Sable's still covered in piss and shit.
I tried my best. You were running.